I'm going to start this video by saying that we can all agree that rejection hurts. Whether it's rejection from work, amongst your friends, in your relationship, whatever it is, especially when you've put in so much work, rejection hurts and it sucks. But in this video, as someone who's going through a rejection right now, I want to share how I am navigating that rejection because I put in so much work to get this done and it got rejected. And I'm sure there's so many of you right now, you're putting in your application to schools. I have got some people in my DMs who have messaged me telling me they put in this application, they didn't get accepted or they didn't get an assistantship. I understand how you feel, okay? Rejection hurts. But let's just chill a bit and reframe this experience, okay? The first thing that I would say, I have my note here, is that rejection doesn't define you. It's not something that you've never heard before. You've heard it before. Rejection does not define you. It's not your identity. It doesn't make you less of who you are, okay? I worked on two papers that took so much work, so much time, so much energy, and it got rejected. It got rejected with two it was peer reviewed, right? And it got rejected. But I had the comments from the reviewers saying this needs to be worked, that needs to be worked on, and all of that, okay? I have been fighting real hard to get myself to rework those papers or to make those changes and to add the new information that needs to be added to make the paper accepted, right? I have been struggling with it because in my head I'm like, does that mean that I'm not good enough? Does that mean that my work doesn't make sense? Does that mean that my work can't be in this journal? Like that kind of thing, okay? Like, but I sat down to talk to myself to say, Yvonne, that rejection was not about you. Separate yourself from the comment, from the work. That is hard, okay? That is really hard because I still struggle with it even till now that I'm sitting down to make this video. But the truth is that rejection does not define you. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not, and you're not dull, like you're not less of a human being because you got rejected. Now this second one can piece you a little off because yeah, if someone said that to me sometimes, especially when it's a very hard rejection and something that I wanted but didn't get, I would just be like, please shush. But the truth is, rejection is redirection. Hold up, let me break it down. When I was those years when I like was chasing scholarships in the UK, and I was trying Chimney and MasterCard and Commonwealth, and I interviewed and I got reserved and I still didn't get picked and blah blah blah. I knew how hurt I felt. In fact, I gave up on a lot of things that I was doing at that time because I was like, well, it didn't make sense to you guys. But I needed to remind myself that it wasn't for those things to make sense to them. It was my experience, it was my story. And if they don't see the beauty of what I'm doing or what I'm trying to let them see in my abilities, then it's not on them. It's not on me, it's on them. Yeah. Sometimes it's also on me because there's a way that I would have to improve myself, okay? But I digress. Rejection is redirection because if I didn't get those rejections, I possibly would not be in the UK, in the US now. Like maybe I'll be in the UK, and maybe it would have been my destiny to be in the UK. I don't know. But the rejection redirected my focus into applying to schools in the US, right? And here I am. So yes, rejection can be redirection. Sometimes you look back and be like, wow, I'm so glad that didn't work out. Like, I'm so glad that I didn't get this. I'm so glad that that relationship didn't work out, right? Whatever it is, like you would look back in hindsight and be so glad. The next thing that I would say is that there is lessons that you can learn, or there are lessons that you can learn from the rejection. I give an example with the papers that I submitted that got rejected. At least they came with reviewers' comments. At least I have better understanding of the areas that I need to work on to get the paper approved in the next journal that I submitted to, right? So yes, rejection can teach you what you need to improve on. Sometimes it might be the job. Maybe you got rejected from a job, right? And you evaluate yourself, or you get a feedback from the hiring manager, right? You would know that, okay, I didn't do so well in this area or in that area, and that's something that you would need to prepare for to get like a better or a bigger yes the next time you try again. Now this one is so true, especially because I'm also experiencing it right now. Rejection builds resilience in you. Oh my god. Like, you wouldn't know how much strength you have and how willing you're able to try again and again and again and again when you get rejected, until you get rejected. So I'll give an example. I remember applying for a fellowship one time and I got rejected. I'm used to rejection. Okay, like, to me rejection is a normal thing. I have cried over a few rejections here and there, especially when I really want them. I really want the approval. I would like cry, or I would sulk and feel like sad for some time, and I'll get over it. Okay. But the thing with that fellowship was that I kept trying. I kept trying. I kept trying. And just keep knocking the door, and one day the door is gonna open. But back to what I was saying, you build resilience. Like, you're able to stretch yourself, you're able to try, and that brings you closer to the yes. If you stop, then maybe you just needed one more application to get the yes, but you stopped, right? And you didn't try again. So how would you get the yes? So yeah, everybody has been rejected one way or the other, but don't see rejection just from the negative side. Okay, see it as something that is helping you become better. It's helping you choose better. It's helping you learn better. It's helping you shape yourself to being better. Okay, so the next time that you face a rejection, don't take it as the end of the road. Keep pushing, keep pressing. And this is to myself too. I hope that you find this video helpful. If you're applying to schools in the US, because obviously I'm talking to young people, and I need to restate that young people just like myself are my target audience for the videos that I post on this channel. If you're applying to schools, if you're trying to get a job, if you're chasing after something but you're getting rejected and rejected, sometimes I need you to sit down and reevaluate. I need you to sit down, take a pen and a paper, and ask yourself. And that's something I kept telling my younger sister one time. She was trying to get something. I said, take a pen and a paper and circle through this experience and ask yourself, what could be wrong? What am I not doing right? What can I do to be better, so that the next time I try again, I can have a positive result? Okay, so sometimes it's not by just getting rejection and saying I'm never gonna try again, or getting rejection and saying whatever, like, this is not about me, this is about them. Sometimes you just need to sit down and be honest and truthful. Sometimes you even get rejected because you didn't give it your best shot. You have to be honest, like, you didn't give it your best. If you gave it your best, maybe you could have been approved. You don't know. Or sometimes it's not just even about you. Maybe they don't have more spots to take you in, or there were better applications than you had, or whatever it could be. Okay, just be honest, sit down, put pen to paper, and reevaluate. And that way you can know what aspects you need to improve on. Okay, I hope that this video helps you and that you learn something from it and it inspires you. I will see you in my next video. Please do well subscribe and comment, and if you would like to connect with me on Instagram, feel free to send me a message. Okay? All right. Bye bye.